PayPal stock is down 76.16% off its highs reached in 2021. Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to highlight why PayPal stock is one growth stock down 76% that you should be buying right now. Now PayPal stock is one of my holdings. I do own PayPal stock and I am putting PayPal stock on my list and I might buy even more. So here's why I like PayPal stock so much, and I'm going to highlight it across four different metrics. Starting with PayPal's annual revenue growth, you see here from 2014 all the way to 2023, PayPal's revenue has grown from a little over $6 billion all the way up to $27.52 billion. And I want to highlight two things here about PayPal's revenue growth. First is the convenience advantage that PayPal offers customers, right? We can all imagine when we go to shop online how annoying it is to have to look for your credit card, take it out, put in all the numbers, and look in the back and input all of that across different websites, right? Especially if you're having to do that on your phone in the tiny. It's just an inconvenience to have to take out your card and type in your credit card or debit card information across each website. PayPal makes it more convenient to shop online because all you got to do is log in using your PayPal, and if you're on your mobile phone, you can use the Face ID to log into your PayPal and you don't have to type in any information. It just speeds things up and it makes things a lot more convenient. And if you're anything like me, sometimes I won't spend money on a certain website if it means I have to put in all my information in that website, right? If I know I already have my information in there, or if they accept PayPal, I might buy something from that website or app. But if I know I need to put in all that information, I might not spend it. I might not purchase whatever that thing was that I was considering purchasing. It is a friction point, and if it happens to me, I know that happens to a lot of customers in the world where they say to themselves, I would have bought this thing, whatever it was, but I just don't feel like putting in all this information right now. Maybe I'll do it later, and you put it off, and then maybe you never buy that thing that you were considering buying. So PayPal offers a huge convenience advantage to consumers, and for that reason, if it is a convenience advantage to consumers, that means merchants will try to accept PayPal as a payment option, right? Because if consumers like it, merchants will like it because merchants want consumers. They want you to buy the things that they're selling. So merchants will say, okay, you know what? We're willing to accept PayPal as a payment method because that's going to bring us more incremental sales, right? It's going to bring us more sales on the margin that we may not have otherwise gotten if we didn't accept PayPal as a payment method. So, PayPal has grown to reach over 400 million monthly active users. That figure is likely to continue growing over the next 5 to 10 years or so, and PayPal will continue to benefit from that trend. All right, the next thing I wanted to look at is PayPal's operating profit margin over the trailing 12 months. This metric has been consistently in the double digits. While it has fluctuated up and down, it's consistently been in the double digits over the last decade. And this is solid for a growth company that's still in the growth phase, still attracting millions of new customers. To be in the operating profit margin of double digits is impressive. What I would have liked to see more of is a clear upward trend. So instead of this fluctuating, I would like to have seen a more clearer upward trend. That would have been more exciting for me as an investor. I may be interested in PayPal stock even more if it could demonstrate growth in the profit margin with growth in revenue. So as revenue grows, operating margin grows. I'm not seeing that, and that's one reason why I'm a little bit hesitant about PayPal stock, right? That's one of the downsides of PayPal stock is that it's not showing clear upward trajectory in its operating profit margin. And I think this is an important place to highlight my investment style. And whenever I'm investing in any stock, I look at both the upside, the bull case, and the bear case. So I look at everything that the bulls might say about PayPal stock, and I look at everything I can on the bear side and what everyone who does not like PayPal stock might be saying, might point to, right? I want to know both sides of the argument, and after knowing both sides of the argument, I will then make a decision whether or not to own the stock, right? So I don't just ignore the bear case, right? I fully absorb myself in that bear case and the bull case, and then I make a decision, right? I'm not just one-sided where I'm so excited about a stock that I just say there isn't anything bad about it, everything is good. No, I never say that in any of my companies that I own. I never say that it's all good, no downside, no risk, no brainer. I never say that with any of my investments. I acknowledge that there is downside. I acknowledge I could be wrong. And for that reason, I hold a diversified portfolio with many holdings all split up without too much concentration in any one holding, understanding that I can be wrong. Understanding that I can be wrong and that no one knows what's going to happen in the future. No one has a crystal ball. And so to account for that uncertainty, I diversify and I look at the bear arguments. The next thing I like about PayPal stock is its cash flow from operations to sales. This measures how good PayPal is at turning sales into cash flow from operations. And according to this metric, it's a very healthy 21%. And again, the one thing I didn't like about this is the same thing I didn't like about the operating profit margin, is that I don't see a clear upward trend in this metric, even though PayPal's revenue has grown very healthily over the last 10 years. I would have liked to have seen this margin also increase just like that over the decade that revenue has grown, but I don't see that, and so that's one of the things that I didn't like about PayPal stock. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now. So finally, one other thing I will highlight is PayPal's valuation is something that has attracted me to PayPal stock, and it's trading at a inexpensive valuation. If you look at the forward PE ratio of 15.06, this is relatively cheap on its own. And then if you look at PayPal's history, according to this metric, this is the cheapest that this stock has been over since 2022. And then if you look at PayPal's price to free cash flow, again, near the cheapest that it has been going back several years. So when you're looking at the valuation, the stock is relatively cheap. It's relatively inexpensive according to PayPal's history. Now there's a reason for that, because PayPal is facing headwinds as consumers spend more money away from home, right? PayPal benefits when consumers spend money online or in their iPhone on their apps, and PayPal benefits less when you're spending money in person, because you're less likely to use PayPal as a choice. Okay, so for that reason, I like PayPal, right? PayPal, I think, is a growth stock that is down significantly, that I think the stock price has overreacted on the downside. So I think this is one growth stock down significantly that investors should be buying right now. All right, thank you so much for watching. I've hand selected a certain amount of a few videos that I think you're going to enjoy that are popping up on your screen right now. So please click on one of those and I'll see you over there.